Welcome to Sit, Stay, Read, the podcast for every wag, whinny, and whisker. I'm Kathleen Donnelly, award-winning author and retired canine handler. Each week, I chat with novelists about the bond we share with our furry friends and how they inspire stories. Grab a coffee, get cozy with your favorite pet. It's time to sit, stay, read. Well, today I am so excited to have one of my all-time favorite authors on the show. A very warm welcome to Lisa Gardner. She's a New York
Thank you
Times
very much.
bestselling author. Thank you so much for joining us. And oh my gosh, your latest release, You'll Be Sorry. I just have to say, when it comes out, if everyone doesn't buy it, they'll be sorry. So I couldn't
I
help
love
myself.
that. Thank you.
Yeah, it was fantastic. And your books are always page turners. Give us a little overview of this storyline because this is a standalone.
This book was fun for me because I haven't written a standalone for a bit, but I had this vision of this young couple and those first really passionate days of romance where, you frankly so in lust, no one asks any questions. And
Yeah.
now they're in love, but also something terrible has happened and they're starting to realize the weight of all the things they don't know about each other. And they don't know how to break the impasse. So they decide this fresh start. They're going to go to this remote mountain town in New Hampshire, and they're going to buy up this dilapidated lodge that happens to be the site of another tragedy where 30 years ago, in the middle of the night, a family of 6 disappeared. And to this day, no trace has ever been found. No one knows what happens. So I love that sense of this couple, and it's such an uncertain time with each other and the secrets they still don't know how to talk to about each other. And now they're in this town where it turns out everyone has a secret. And then because everyone has secrets, I thought it was only fair there'd be a mysterious dog with secrets of his own that shows up and almost magically leads them instantly to a skeleton that's not one of the members of the family. So what is all going on in this small New Hampshire town?
I love it. I love it. And I love the dogs. You have Dog and you have Mr.
Yes.
Man,
Yes.
and they
Who
connect.
already is mysterious. Yeah, they seem like spitting
Yes.
images of each other, but 30 years apart, which.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They were so, I was like, oh, I like how this starts. And I like how Dog, the original Dog, whose name
Yes.
is Dog. That's why I keep calling him
Yes.
that. I should say that.
Yes.
I like how
Dog the
he just,
dog is how he's
Dog the
known.
dog. Yeah. He just shows up and adopts his family. I love it.
Yes. Yeah.
And then, of course, he disappears too with
Yes.
the family. Yeah, yeah. So good. So good. So this missing family story really drives, I mean, it really drives the book forward. I love that. Was that based on any kind of a real case, or how did that come to mind that this family just disappears?
No, it was based on nothing. And halfway through
Okay.
writing the book, I was really sorry I'd come up with it, let me tell you. So I'm not a plotter. I'm a pantser. I make up the
Okay.
story as I go along. And I just had this strong vision of this family and kind of the drama of it.
Yeah.
There's this huge thunderstorm, there's this bolt of lightning, and that's it. We never see this family again. And now it's been 30 years. And again, this young couple returns, and a dog that looks mysteriously like the first dog has reappeared. And I'd been reading some articles about something called frozen grief, when you don't get to move forward because the resolution has never been found. And they talk about it a lot with if you lose a loved one in a plane crash. They went to board a plane one day and then you don't know what happened after that. The plane
Yeah.
disappears or crashes, but has never been recovered. And I just had this concept of what would it be like if an entire community was stuck in this place of frozen grief, where this terrible thing happened 3 decades ago, the kind of thing that's not supposed to happen in a quaint,
Yeah.
charming New England town. And it's like the whole town is still a little bit stuck,
Yeah.
including the new police chief, who's the daughter of the original police chief who investigated this crime. She got to grow up in a household where the pictures of this family and the 4 missing children who were around her age were up in her father's study. So, even she talks about it. She was an only child, but she might as well have been raised with the ghost four siblings. Again, this whole family is still stuck, but also it meant me as a writer also very quickly became stuck. What did happen to this family? I had to show up every day to find out.
Well, and I love the resolution. Of course, we will not say that.
Yes.
So everyone will
Yes.
just have to get the book. But I was like, yeah, I'm reading it thinking, how is she going to do this? I'm impressed. So
Yeah.
it was great. And the frozen grief, I really felt that theme of like past and secrets and trying to deal with the past. Did you start it? You said you're a pantser, but so do you start with a theme in mind or does it just develop?
The theme develops, but I will say I live in a remote mountain town up in the
Okay.
mountains of New Hampshire, and we are now up to 1,000 people. When I first
Nice.
moved here, we were 400. For a book tour, I actually had to look up our own census data. And it's like, oh my God, we've like doubled in size. I'm very impressed by us. And, having been here for 25 years, it's this very interesting thing where it is the kind of community where, on the one hand, because it's so small, everyone feels they know everyone. But of
Yeah.
course, we don't. I mean, we've had some major crimes and tragedies. We had a terrible thing that became the
Oh,
basis of one of my other novels, Find Her, where one of our local teenagers was kidnapped walking home from the high school my child went to and was held
so
captive for
scary.
9 months. Like they finally found her. She was like, 10 miles from my house.
Oh my
And
gosh.
it is that
Wow.
reminder that, you know, bad things happened everywhere.
Yeah.
Crime is everywhere. And I think it is that a kind of appeal a lot to the Gothics and to suspense in general that it's not generally strangers you need to be afraid of. It is the people you know. And
Yeah.
that's this little town of Sherford, New Hampshire, because also, in addition to frozen grief, there is kind of some suspended suspicion because something happened, and that meant any one of them might have done it. But 30 years later, we still don't know who.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. We don't. And then this couple moves in, Raquel and Theo, which
Yes,
it was funny. I was like, I really like them. I don't trust them. I really like them.
yes.
I don't trust
Thank
them.
you. That's what I
And
wanted.
and I was gonna say, and Mandy, our police chief, I think she had the same feeling. So I'm
Yeah.
glad to hear that's what you wanted because
Yes.
they were an interesting couple. How did they come about to you in this story? Is it
They
from people
actually
moving into your town or?
Well, yes, every small town has a fear of outsiders, but also a fascination because it's small pond. I mean, like Mandy
Yeah.
laughs. This young couple's been there a week and their dining room table's covered in food and gifts and offerings
Yes.
because in a small town, everyone wants to meet the new fish. I mean, ooh, excitement.
Yeah,
But at the same
exactly.
time, it's like, you are not one of us. Also, even though we love us and we think our town is superior, why the hell would you move here? I mean, nobody moves here. I mean, like, what? I mean, so
Right.
already distrust. What sane person leaves Boston for this? So, and yes, my town definitely resembles that. And
Okay.
but what came to me first was them and their relationship, and that oh, Annabelle's getting restless. Oh,
Uh-oh.
okay, puppy needs to get down. That they clearly are madly, passionately in love with each other, but they also
Yeah.
clearly know there are lots of things they don't know. And somewhat the whole linchpin of their marriage is not to ask questions. And
Mm.
how long can you sustain?
Yeah.
So they're pretty vulnerable. And I think it makes them work as a couple because they're rich, they're beautiful. I mean, Mandy, the police chief, meets them and she's like, good God, they might as well just like helicoptered in from Aspen. Like, they can't
Yeah.
be real. Who the hell are these people and why are they in our community? But you learn really quickly they're very, very vulnerable in ways they don't know how to talk about. They don't know how to
Yeah.
share even with each other.
Yeah, yeah, they they were so intriguing and I found it funny at first I Mr. Man, which is the
Yes.
second
The new
dog,
dog,
shows
the
up,
new
the new
dog, the dog.
dog shows up and Theo just takes him right in and Raquel's like, I don't know. And I was like, oh no, if she doesn't like Mr. Man, I don't know if I can like Raquel. But that changes. So I'll give
Yeah.
that away. That but
Well, I'm a
just
huge, huge
interesting.
dog lover, and I've had them
Yeah.
in many, many of my novels. And as you and I were previously discussing, I love work dogs too, because dogs are
Yeah.
so smart. The things they can do.
Yeah.
I've used search and rescue dogs in several
Yeah.
books, but I love this concept of the stray who's more than he appears. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
we have the human stranger that appears in a mystery that was kind of the narrator that magically has the pieces of the puzzle. Well, Mr. Man is our canine kind of what is it? They call it the changer of events. Like, he's going
Yes.
to drive the narration forward. And Theo, who's basically a giant puppy himself, as Raquel would like you to know, her
Yes.
husband, who, dear Lord,
Yes.
is just, of course, is madly in love with this new stray. And Raquel's like a canine opportunist all the
Yes.
way. But I think it is her melting. And I think it also, Mr. Man helps show the different ways Raquel and Theo interact. I mean, Theo loves everyone he's ever met. And Raquel is
Yeah.
immediately like, wait a minute. What
Yeah.
is your motive? What are you here for? And I'm on to you. So she and
Yeah.
the dog, anywhere she's like, I know you're here just for come on.
And what I love out of that too is it seemed like her character arc as she accepts him, it was part of her accepting her past and some of and
Yes.
trusting a little more. So I thought that was pretty fun to use the dog. I do love all your books with the dogs. They are
Yeah.
fantastic. So as we were discussing, you do a great job. Like accuracy is so good with the canine work. Do you have a person you talk to on a regular basis to for the canine work to make it accurate or
Well, I've actually, each book I kind of research all over again. So I
okay.
had opportunity like years ago to, when I was actually at the Body Farm for a different book, doing something totally unrelated to
Fun.
canines. The other people who were there were a search and recovery team, and they had actually come for cadavers. Because
Okay.
if, you can't actually bury people in your backyard if you want to do help your cadaver dogs find human remains.
Yeah.
So they had come to the body farm to train. And that was one of my first things talking to them and even learning details like that. Like I just never thought about it. And this was a
Yeah.
team that deployed globally to work like natural disasters, that kind of
Okay.
stuff. So that was kind of my first introduction to it. Then I interviewed some police officers with canines. Then for a bit, we actually had in my backyard a community that trained like therapy dogs, and their specialty was dogs that work with people with epilepsy and seizures.
Oh, very cool.
So
Okay.
I spent some time, and that to me was wild. Like, how do you train a dog to detect a seizure?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I just love dogs and any opportunity to talk to people about training dogs and how you do it. And um, so each book I kind of continued to learn more and more with because we're also learning all the time, not to mention
Yeah.
my three crazy pooches I have who assist me with my writing process font information. I'd run scenes by them with Mr. Man. It's like,
Oh,
does
yeah.
that work for you? Do you think that's realistic dog behavior? Or they were very approving a lot. They're like, he gets snacks, right? Okay, yeah, we're in.
Yeah. And then they have to test out those snacks, right? They have to make sure
Yes,
it's the right, accurate. Yes. Yeah. Okay.
yes, yes, yes.
Those
Incentive is
co-authors are
everything.
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very important co-authors there. And in fact, when we started, you had Annabelle. I think she took off.
Yes,
I think she decided not to do
yes,
a cameo, but do you want to tell
yes,
us about your three dogs? Are they all rescues?
yes. I have one rescue right now and two who are not.
Okay.
I have a Sheltie who's a blue merle color. So he's the beautiful
Oh,
fluffy
cool.
white. We call him the
Yeah.
Fabio of dogs. He's absolutely gorgeous and not actually terribly too bright, but he's fabulously gorgeous. We catch him admiring his own reflection in glass shower doors. So
I love
and then
it.
we have Annabelle, who's a little terrier, but like I'm a big hiker. She's an 11-pound dog that has done almost all the New Hampshire 4,000 footers. I mean, people on
Wow.
trails are like, you carry her, right? I'm like, dear Lord, we're hoping she'll carry us. I mean, she beats us up the trail by a mile.
Yeah. Well, she is a terrier, so that's
Yes, and she's a rat terrier. So she's a cairn
okay.
terrier. So, I mean, she's
Okay.
just really physically gifted. I have no other, I mean, we'll come to like, New Hampshire's a granite state. So you'll come to like cliffs, ledges. I'm like, oh, I'm going to have to pick her up. And as I'm turning, she's already at the top, like 30 feet above us, looking down, like, what's taking you so long? It's like, never mind. Now we just have to figure it out.
I love it.
Then I have my current little rescue is Mr. Beans, who
Oh,
we
Mr.
don't
Bean.
know what he is. We call him half Muppet, half Ewok.
Oh, I love
He's
it.
his specialty is being just ridiculously adorable, and he's very good
That's
at it. He
important.
takes it very seriously. So
Oh, yeah. I love it. And now you're very involved with animal rescues, right? So can you tell us a little bit about the work you do with animal
So
rescues?
I've been involved with my local humane society, the Conway Area Shelter.
Cool.
Both I've had a number of rescues over the year from the shelter. Mr. Beans is the one I got several years ago. I generally get the
Okay.
senior dogs, and Mr. Beans was supposed to be 12 when I got him, but when I adopted him and once we got him healthy, because he'd been a really severe neglect case, so he was, turned out he ended up half his jaw was rotted out. He had a hole in his throat,
Oh
like he was
no.
skin and bones. It took a solid 6 months just to get weight on
Oh,
him, another 6 months to get muscle on him. He's doing fabulous and he's turning into
oh
quite the
good.
little hiker himself. But he was supposed to be 12, but now that he's all healthy, we think maybe he's 4 or 5.
Okay.
I mean, I've
Wow.
been on the vo a board, I've been active with the operations and fundraising and helping expand the
That's cool.
shelter. And yes, they definitely know what local author to call when they have, rescue cases that possibly need a little bit more.
I love it. It's so important. I mean, rescue dogs are the best. I think almost all of mine were rescues, and they're just fantastic. You also have been honored for your work with at-risk children. Is that something you
Yes.
what
Yes.
can you tell us a
And
little
that's
bit about
another
that?
local organization, Children
Okay.
Limited. I think
Okay.
one of the things particularly, I mean, I've been a thriller novelist now for 35 years. So you
Wow.
spend a lot of time researching crime, talking to people, FBI profilers, state police, and Boston detectives, that kind of thing. And
Yeah.
spend a lot of time reading true crime cases, and you realize how unfair and unjust this world can be. But one of the interesting things when I talk to law enforcement that always has come across is we did a better job with our children and really, honestly, our animals. I mean, animal abuse allegations are becoming a gateway of starting to learn a lot about criminal activity and domestic abuse. People will rat out someone beating their dog, but not necessarily if they suspect them dealing drugs because they don't want to get
Oh,
involved,
interesting.
but
Yeah.
they do want to protect a helpless victim. And if we as a society did more of that, like what an impact that would make.
Yeah.
And we talk a lot in suspense. My books, I mean, they're thrillers. Many people die
Mhm.
in the making of a Lisa Gardner novel.
Yes.
Readers, myself, we don't like the blameless victims. And that's who
Yeah.
children and animals are. And if
Yeah.
we can make their lives better, if you can, like Mr. Beans was clearly loved once because he came incredibly well trained. It sounds like
Oh,
his owner
wow.
died, and then something
Okay.
really terrible happened to him so
Mhm.
that, he ended up abandoned and skin and bones. But now, trust me, he's living his best life on the back of a sofa,
Love it.
admiring the mountains. And it's like, if he can have his happily ever after, it makes you believe any of us, all of us can have a
Yeah.
happily ever after. And that's what you're looking for, that redemption and that feeling of being able to make a difference. We may not be able to change the world, but you can change this one life. And
Yeah.
what an amazing experience that is.
Oh, I love that. Well, thank you for the work you do because it's so important. And like you said, it just one life at a time. We can make a
Yeah, one
difference.
life at a time. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, awesome. Well, as we wrap up here, what are you working on next? Always the thing with authors,
Yeah.
right? We're like, yeah, your book came out. When is the next one coming out? So what's up
I
next?
haven't actually figured it out yet. I'm
Okay.
doing what I call, and my friends joke, I call it crime shopping. I, I'm
Okay.
I'm reading a lot of true
I
crime.
love it.
I'm reading like weird and interesting cases on the news, and I'm waiting for that either puzzle or sometimes it's even a psychological thing. Like,
Okay.
why for a while were so many men killing their beautiful blonde wives versus asking for a divorce, which seems to make more
Right.
sense. It's
Yeah.
like looking for that thing that I want to understand better. And then that question will lead into the next novel.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, cool. I can't wait. I can't wait. I look forward to it. I know it'll be fantastic. What is
Thank
the
you.
best way for readers to connect with you?
I'm on, social media, Instagram, Facebook, Lisa Gardner, BKS for books, and
Okay,
also the website, lisagardner.com, where you can
cool.
also enter fun contests and you'll get information. The book tour is coming up in August. I will be on the
Nice.
road. We're going to have a great event with a store in Fredericksburg, Virginia, Tails and
Oh,
Tales, where
fun.
there will be the Lisa Gardner litter of puppies. Tails and Tales
Oh, fun.
sponsored a litter of puppies at the local animals shelter, and they will be of age and adoptable at the event. So I may soon have
Oh,
9 new
so
dogs.
cool.
It will be so good. It's like, how many puppies can you get on a plane? I'm going to
I was
find
gonna
out.
say, yeah, yeah. You could at least you have one in front of your seat and under your seat and maybe your lap. So we're up to three there
I'm thinking a
at
lot of
least.
baby bajorns and cargo pants,
Yeah.
and you can just.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah, yeah, you could. Oh, we could easily. I think you could bring all nine home.
Thank you. I haven't broken the news to my three, but once you have three, what's more than three? Come on.
Exactly. Yeah. What's another nine puppies? It's all good. Oh, I love it. I wish I lived closer. If I lived anywhere
Yeah.
near there, I'd be right there
Oh,
celebrating
it's
with
going to be
you.
so
So,
much fun. And what a great thing for Tails and Tales to do and for the Old Dominion Animal Shelter. It's going to be such a
yeah.
fun day.
Oh, that is so awesome. I love that. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. This has been so much fun to chat with you.
This has been a blast. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and everyone, make sure you get your copy of You'll Be Sorry. It's out today. And I know you'll love Dog and Mr. Man as much as I
Yes.
did. And until next time, keep your tails wagging and pages turning. Thanks for joining me today. Sit, Stay, Read is a part of the Authors on the Air Global Network. If you enjoyed today's author interview, be sure to leave a review and share the episode with a fellow animal-loving reader. If you're curious about the world of working dogs and wilderness adventures, please check out my books at KathleenDonnelly.com. Until next time, curl up with your best furry friend and sit, stay, read.